All right, I'm here to give my tribute speech. Here's my introduction, my body, and then my conclusion. Thanks for being on class. I'm sure I will. All right. So quick little side note is that I'm going to cheat on this assignment, and I'm gonna make a good grade too. You see, the way I mean when I say I'm gonna cheat is that when I always want to pick a hero, I struggle to go between mom or dad. And I've gone back and forth throughout the years because I've done different public speaking classes or had to do them for like English classes for speaking. So I think when I'm actually in a public speaking class in college, I might just cheat a little bit and pick both actually, because there's no reason I can't put them together. A lot of what I learned from them and what I've been taught from them is the same, and how they help me and push me in good ways is the same. So I'm going to be speaking about my parents as in one person, one term more likely, which I understand can be a little bit manipulative, but I do think it's important. You see, in order to understand why my parents are my heroes, you have to understand where they're coming from. My family was not rich. In fact, we were very poor for a long time. We at one point lived in a trailer park a little bit before I was born. When I was born, it was actually when we had rented our first house. We never had stable jobs. And it all changed one day when my dad kind of just got sick of it, and he forced himself into nursing school, taking out massive debts and student loans. And not to get too far into that, because of those sacrifices, he was able to get a solid job beneath him, get a solid playground behind us so our family could succeed. All the time, my mother, because it's both parents, my mother was working 65-hour work weeks every week for years. So I think it's important to mention both of them. And see, this past, and because they came from this hardship, they were able to teach me valuable lessons that they wouldn't know themselves if they hadn't been forced. For example, manners weren't seen as a desire or as something kids should know. They were a necessity. You had your manners. You kept your wit about you. Also, certain things. My dad has a very, very old-fashioned sense of gentleman. And I think that that's really helped me. Holding the door open, not a big deal. Complimenting people, just randomly, dropping a compliment. All that kind of stuff builds off of each other. And it's very, very good that I was taught that young, or at least as young as I was. And because of what I was taught, and because of how they've kind of showed me that crazy work ethic, that putting yourself in difficult situations so you can provide for others, it's really changed the way that I look at it. So, like I actually gave my introductory speech, I'm going to once again reference the future and how this tribute, now these heroes, they affect me still and will continue to. I plan on working mercilessly, at least while I live by myself. I'm going to work as absolutely hard as I can when it's just me in my own house. Once I do have, hopefully, a family in the future, I want to pass on those same ideas and concepts to them. Maybe I don't have to get behind in the way that they got behind. Because that's the thing. When you find a hero, I don't think you should settle, or that you should try to be that hero. You should try to be better. And that's what I'm pushing to. I think that at the end of the day, I do apologize that I picked two, but I would say that my mother and my father are both my heroes. And I understand there's a lot worse problems in this world than having too many heroes. Thank you. Have a wonderful rest of the day.